look huge.
I'm so happy I'm not. I used to be the smallest in the group. Thank you, Ben.
Surely stick us in the middle.
Can we have this as a blooper maybe at the end?
I'll just keep it.
Like
Yeah.
Gary Nelson makes Randy Clark, I do. Spencer Oliver.
Right, let's just go over there. Right. Welcome back to the Puncher's Chance YouTube channel. We're at the Selwyn Samuel Centre tonight for the historic Welsh title fight between Ashleigh Johnson and Victoria Perkins. It's been a long while coming, boys. How much are you looking forward to it?
Oh, mate, listen, tonight is going to be special, and it's a proper 50-50, ain't it? I don't know how it's going to go. Obviously, you boys were at the weigh-in yesterday, and yeah, I just can't wait. There's so many different methods going through my head. How's Ashleigh going to come out? You know, Victoria said that she might stick down the jab. Listen, I don't know how it's going to go, and like you said, history's going to be made here in the Selwyn, and it's my first time down here. It's actually a decent setup. I wasn't expecting it to be this big, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, Harry said it all. 50-50 main event, brilliant cards. You know, you've got some of the great Welsh fighters on there. Conor McIntosh, Willie Gohaney, we've watched before. So yeah, I'm dead excited. I'm looking forward to it. You know, we've been calling Dan tongue in cheek the Welsh Eddie Hearn. It won't be long before he's the Welsh Turkey Ashleigh. If he wants a fight to happen, he makes it happen.
Literally.
I'm taking the piss. But yeah, no, it's good. I'm looking forward to it.
Of course, Angelo Dragoni as well on the card. He gets his homecoming after, for me, probably one of the fights of the year, probably the fight of the year for Welsh boxing against Jake Tinkland last time out. But yeah, what a night. What a night we've got installed.
Have you got a prediction for the main event? Or
Well,
how do you see the
now
fight
I know
going?
it's coming out afterwards. I think Ashleigh stops Victoria mid to late.
Unlike Harry, I think that it's going to be a very close fight. I think it depends on whether or not Victoria can establish her jab early on. If she can, then it's going to be a very competitive fight because that, you know, it's a fairly decent sized ring.
Yeah.
She's going to be able to use that ring well. But if that jab doesn't phase Ashleigh and she's able to walk through it or slip either side of it, then it's, yeah, without a doubt, Ashleigh's fight. So on the balance probability, it's an Ashleigh fight, but it's a close one. It's a close one.
There wasn't a prediction there, though. Who wins?
Ashleigh.
Okay.
Yeah,
The main man in the middle?
I think we're going for a clean sweep. Like I said, I had a look at the ring. It's not massive, but it's big enough that if Victoria can utilise the jab,
Let's
then
compare it to the last ring, though, for the last two Welsh title fights. It's a lot bigger, ain't it?
Yeah,
it could
it
play
is.
into advantage for
it
Victoria.
is
there.
bigger. But the way Ashleigh fights, I think she just wins rounds quite easily with the way she fights. I think she'll just pick up enough rounds throughout the night to win the fight. So I'm going by Ashleigh by decision. I'm going to go for. But yeah, before we see how the fight plays out, we'll throw it back to yesterday when me and Sam were down at the weigh-in and how it all got off down there. So yeah, let's throw it over to there.
What's your prediction? How do you imagine the fight's going? When you've been playing it over in your head and you've been watching, how do you imagine it's going to come? What's Victoria going to bring and what are you going to do against that?
I imagine I'm going to come out on top. I feel like I am going to win. I've done everything I possibly can in this fight camp to enable myself to win. I'm going in for a stoppage. I would like to stop it, maybe the 7th or 8th round.
And we watched you, you've both fought the same opponent from South America, and a really tough fight. It was an unbelievable fight, and you really took that fight to her. And you know, we've seen Victoria lose a fight where a fighter's brought it to her. Is that something that you're thinking, well, you know, that's something I can bring to this fight?
Yeah, definitely. Like, that's my game, you know, that's the style of fighter I am. I'm a bit more forward drive, and I'm a bit more, you know, on the chest all the time. So I'm going to go in, and that's going to be my game plan.
How do you think the fight's going to go? What are you expecting from Ashleigh, and what are you going to do to change that?
It's only going one way. I'm bringing the belt home no matter what happens. I've worked my arse off, literally from start, from my last fight. At the end of the day, that's when I got told this was happening. I don't see anything Ashleigh could do to stop me winning the belt. She's shorter than me, so it's an easier day for me than it is for her.
And style-wise, obviously, you know, we've been at the shows that Sanagar's put on, and Sanagar has quite a small ring generally. We've been to all these shows there. It's a decent-sized ring. Are you expecting to be able to use that range and keep it at the end of your jab? Is that what the plan is?
At the end of the day, the bigger the ring, the better for me. I can just walk around it, jab it when I need to.
24 hours out now from the big Welsh title fight. How much are you looking forward to it now? All the hard work is pretty much nearly done.
Yeah, you know, it's fantastic. You know, this year there's been a great turnout to the weigh-in today. You know, can't fault it. You know, two local girls, it's quite full in there, isn't it? You know, you've been in there yourself. You know, the girls have done the weigh-in now. You know, all that hard work and dedication has paid off. You know, and they're ready to fight. You know, it's less than 24 hours to go. We'll all be in the arena this time tomorrow for the weigh-in for the other fighters, but you know, the girls will be preparing for tomorrow night for war, and I think I'm super excited to be part of it all and looking forward to seeing what happens on the night, you know.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good night of fights, not just for the main event, but all the fights on the card are really good. Got any predictions for the main event, or how do you see that? Maybe not a prediction, but how do you see the fight playing out?
You know, I'm still saying it. I think it's a proper 50-50 fight. You know, it's a mix of styles. You know, Victoria's very tall and rangy. Ashleigh likes to come in close and know a lot of work rate and power shots. You know, it's a pick-em fight really. You know, and if Ashleigh catches Victoria, who knows? But if Victoria can keep her on her jab, you know, I think we're in for an exciting fight for as long as it lasts.
Very good. We'll catch you tomorrow.
She's trained hard, she's done the work. Obviously, we all know it's a massive size advantage Victoria has over Ashleigh, but never count the dog that's in Ashleigh. You know, she's got a tremendous heart, she's fit, she's strong, she's left no stone unturned, and she's going in there 100% to get that victory tonight.
And this won't be going out until about a week after the fight night. So you can actually say, what do you think exactly does Ashleigh need to do? Because the fight will have been gone and dusted by this time.
It's going to be the point of she's got to get close. She's got to get close. She's got to work the body. She's got to chop that tree down, and the head will fall. She can't go swinging high because Victoria will pull back. She'll do a lot of missing. So she's got to hit the target, whether it's the arms or chest. Constant pressure, make Victoria work as hard as she can. And I just don't think Victoria can cope with the pace Ashleigh's going to bring tonight.
And you're a man who's made it all the way to the very top, and for Ashleigh, this could be the first step in making it to the very top. What comes next for after this? What kind of doors does this open for her after she gets this Welsh title?
Look, I genuinely know it's a week after and we're going to talk about that, but we haven't thought that far ahead. You know, big things will happen, big options will be on the table, but she's got to perform tonight and she's got to perform well as well.
That's brilliant. Cheers. Thank you.
We're with Victoria Perkins trainer Tony Borg. Obviously a massive title fight tonight, first ever women's Welsh title fight. How do you think the fight is going to play out?
I think it's going to be a real crowd pleaser, great fight. We're going to go out there and dominate the early rounds and with a long jab, straight backhand, and take it from there. Really, we know Ashleigh's going to bring it all. But I think it'll be a great fight, and we're going to win on points.
Yeah, I think, well, from what you've said there, with us speaking to Victoria, there's a lot of confidence from your side. What do you feel she has to do tonight to get that win?
Let her hands go. She's got to be busier. She always uses the ring well, but she doesn't let her hands go often enough. Tonight there's a big occasion for her. She's got to get out there and let her hands go and get the job done.
And moving on from this end, if she can get the win tonight, first ever Welsh title, where do you see her stepping on from there?
If she wins the title tonight, she could move on to bigger things. There's a British title, Commonwealth title, European title. The sky's the limit. Tonight's important. She's got to do it.
That's great. Thank you very much.
the official decision. Let's hear for both bodies. It was an excellent contest. Tonight, both these girls made history as the first girls to ever fight for the Welsh title in professional boxing ring. And after 10 rounds of action, we go to the referee scorecard. Chris Jones has the bout 97-94 for your winner. And now your Welsh Super Bantamweight champion, Victoria Ladies and gentlemen, there are two results in this fight that make it such a special fight. Let's hear it for Ashleigh Johnson.
Well, we've just seen the main event after months of build-up, all the stuff we've done with the fight with Dan and Richie. I just want to give a quick shout-out to them too for making this historic night. The fight, I think, more than lived up to its reputation and the build-up. It was such a good fight in the end. Well, going off our predictions earlier on, none of us had it right, I think. And I think we all said it depended on how Victoria handled the fight and how she used the range. And I thought her game plan with Tony tonight was absolutely spot on, and she was a well-deserved winner. But what did you think of her performance?
You know, we've said it 100 times. History. It's the most used word on the channel probably for the last 3 months. History. It's a history-making fight, and it lived up to it. The performance, you know, there was every chance that you know, that fight wouldn't live up to the expectation, not because it was ever going to be a bad fight, but because the expectation was so high for it. But it exceeded my expectations. Ashleigh fought really well. She brought a good fight. She brought the pressure. She brought exactly what we'd think. But Victoria just brought a level out of herself that we haven't seen from her to this point. And obviously she knew she had it in her. Tony knew she had it in her. Her father, her boy, her team, everyone knew she had that performance in her. She hasn't been able to show it. And you know, she's shown it now. It's unbelievable. Fair play to Victoria for that.
Like you say, we've been talking about history for the last 3 months. Victoria Perkins is now the first ever female Welsh champion. No one else is going to take that away from her, no matter how long in history it goes on for. And you know, what a fight. You know, fair play to Ashleigh Johnson. She can take a lot from this. You know, she's getting battered, but like I said, Victoria, her reach. You know, listen, it's like me and you. You put your arm out, and it was literally like that. She just kept her distance and that uppercut, working that uppercut. And, you know, we just heard about Tony earlier on in the show about his prediction how the fight's going to go. And they got the game plan to an absolute T, and unbelievable performance. And, you know, when you look at her last fights, I was going off what we saw against Kerry Alton and then Lindsay Brzezinski as well at Brangwyn Hall. I didn't really think Victoria was going to do it, and you know, I hold my hands up and say fair play. You shocked me, and you probably shocked a lot of people here tonight, and she did it for her granddad as well, and I think that's very good. But yeah, history's been made, and you know, it's unbelievable to be a part of it as well. We were literally centimeters away from the action, and yeah, you know, thanks boys for bringing me down, and you know, shout out to Dan and Richie because they've put on a hell of a show from top to bottom. Conor McIntosh, a hell of a performance. Angelo Dragoni getting his first stoppage win as a pro. Well done to him. Lewis Parfitt, you know, I think we have to talk about Lewis Parfitt because when you talk about prospects coming through, he's definitely one of them that we need to keep an eye on.
Yeah, it was a really good night of fights, like we said, but just jumping back to the main event in terms of, we were just speaking to Tony out the back, funny enough, and he said that's the best he's seen Victoria, and she needed to bring that best out of her, what he knew that she had in her, to get that win tonight, and she definitely deserved it, I thought. Really good atmosphere in here as well. Like, it's quite a small venue really, but it was packed out in here.
It was good set out, I thought, because you had Ashleigh's fans were there and Victoria's over there, and it was just, they were bouncing off each other, and yeah, like you said, what an atmosphere.
Yeah, really good atmosphere, deserved for what these two have done. Moving on now, we obviously spoke to Victoria. She's got a massive potential fight lined up. How far do you reckon she can go after tonight's performance? It's completely different to what we've seen from her before.
I think it's hard to say because, you know, she's the best super bantamweight in Wales, without a doubt now. It's been confirmed. But what does that mean in terms of how is she in Britain? How is she in Europe? How is she in the Commonwealth? How is she at, well, you know, so those questions will have answers to them in the future. But what fills me with a lot of confidence, Victoria's got everything she needs behind her to do it. She's got Tony Borg, she's got Mark Nielsen, she's got a strong team behind her, and we hadn't necessarily seen the performance to back that up yet. We've now seen that performance from her. We can see why she's got the support of Tony, why she's got the support of Mark. So I think, without trying to get carried away and say, you know, she's a future world champ and this, that and the other, you know, I can say that, and will I really mean it? No. But what she could be is a very, very good fighter, and what she could be is a future world champion if she, you know, applies herself correctly and does the right things at the right time.
And she's got 10 rounds banked as well. That's massive for boxing, going up in level. And, you know, listen, she can take any fight she wants now. She holds the title. If Ashley Johnson wants a rematch, she's the A-side in it. Ashley was the A-side in this fight. Well, it wasn't really an A-side and B-side, but she was the A-side, Ashley. But, yeah, just, I would love to see her go on and now win big things, and it would be brilliant for Welsh boxing. You know, this man by here coming in now to ruin, not to ruin it, but look at him. He's just put on an incredible show. You know, as much as we love him, he is goes on a bit too long, but oh, he's coming back now.
See him? Him there?
Hello.
Work experience.
I am on work experience, and you know what a place to have it down in Llanelli. Where? Don't you start.
Yeah, but it's been great anyway. Again, shout out to Dan there and Richie for what they've put on, for helping us, having us come down tonight and be involved. It's been great from start to finish, all the stuff we've got to do. I hope everyone, whoever's watched has enjoyed it. Obviously, if you're watching this video as well, thanks for supporting the channel and giving us the opportunity to obviously do stuff like this and showcase big nights in boxing in Wales, and hopefully in the future we'll be in loads of other different events as well. But yeah, we're getting close to 500 subscribers as well now, so anyone watching, help us hit that. Thanks for watching.
500 subscribers, what are you going to do, Sam?
At 500 subscribers, I will sing Yamo Heed word for word live on the podcast. That's my promise.
Well, subscribe.
Yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Ah.